Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm Sign1News anchor Jaydeep Gore. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. No matter where you live in the U.S., chances are you are being impacted by severe weather. Take a look at this radar. A major nor'easter is developing, getting ready to slam New York and New England. It's expected to drop over a foot of wet snow across the region with 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. More than 20 million people are under winter alerts. And on the other side of the country, millions of Californians are already dealing with ferocious snowfall and are now under flood watches. More than 18 million people are under flood alerts. And no matter where you live, please stay safe and follow any emergency weather-related orders from your local officials. According to a new study from NASA scientists, we all may have to get used to water-related disasters, both severe floods and long droughts. Weather-related disasters have intensified over the last 2 decades due to climate change. And the study says higher global temperatures are more to blame for increasingly frequent, widespread, and intense droughts and floods, not naturally changing weather patterns. And it looks like these intense events will increase as the climate crisis accelerates. The study was published in the journal Nature Water. Authorities in Texas are urging people to avoid crossing into the border towns of Mexico. The warning comes after the kidnapping of 4 Americans last week, leaving 2 of them dead. And 3 women from Texas have not been seen since crossing the border into Mexico a week ago. A spokesperson for the Texas Department of Public Safety says the Mexican drug cartels are a significant threat to anyone crossing into Mexico. And that there has even been a cartel presence in some of Mexico's most popular resort areas. However, if you still want to travel to those locations, even with the warning, authorities say contact the U.S. consulate, travel in groups, and be aware of your surroundings. After last week's collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, Moodys Investor Service has now placed 6 other U.S. banks on review for potential downgrades because of volatile funding conditions. Moodys has already downgraded Signature Bank deep into junk territory. The credit ratings firm is now watching the following banks: First Republic Bank, Zions, Western Alliance, Comerica, UMB Financial, and Intrust Financial. Shares of regional banks tumbled on Monday, but the stocks appear to be rebounding in pre-market trading on Tuesday. Attention dog owners. A recall on a prescription dog food has been expanded. Purina Pro Plan Veterinary Diets EL Elemental Prescription Dry Dog Food was initially voluntarily recalled in early February. It caused potentially elevated levels of vitamin D in some of the product. Now, that recall has been expanded following an investigation by Purina. Vitamin D is an essential nutrient for dogs, but it can create health problems in high doses. Also, Stratford Care is recalling multiple brands of omega-3 supplements for dogs and cats. The problem is they may contain too much vitamin A. Elevated levels of the vitamin can lead to many health issues in animals, including death. The affected products are sold in bottles containing 60 soft gels. They were sold in vet offices and retailers. Many different private label brands sold the supplement as well. You can get more information on both recalls on the Food and Drug Administration's website. Former President Donald Trump is ramping up his 2024 campaign to become president again. He made his first trip to Iowa Monday night, promising potential voters that he will fight for parents' rights as part of his education platform. But as he looks to build support for his campaign, he is also facing criticism from his former running mate and potential future rival, former Vice President Mike Pence. Pence continues to point to Trump and his role in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, saying, quote, "I know that history will hold Donald Trump accountable for January 6th. Sign1News viewers shared their comments on a couple of stories we reported on Monday night. As we continue to watch the devastation on the West Coast, from first the snowstorm and now dangerous flooding, Lisa M Squire offers this advice. Please be careful in California, and please don't travel to California until the weather improves. And remember, on Monday we told you about the new ranch flavored ice cream that will be sold at Walmart starting next week. We wanted to know if you thought that was a great idea or gross. Cherokee Native says, "No, no way. I am not eating ranch ice cream, not for me. I prefer vanilla bean." And Camp J. Kelly says, "My kids love ranch." But when I told them about the ice cream, they were all, ew. Thank you for your comments, everyone. We love sharing your thoughts during the broadcast. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. You can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.